is they will think, okay, there is something called the ignorant, there is something called Saṅkhāra, there is something called the unwholesome things. No, they will not think. So this is the dangers of not meeting the Dharma and suicide themselves in this life. Because suicide is not finished. It will continue. Even such kind of bad karma will not end with the birth, with the death of this present life. It will continue. That is a danger. So there is nothing to be afraid of, like fear of. Just be mindful, make a very good aware. I mean, be aware about your words, thoughts, and action, and just go with it. That's all. Okay. So so ignorance leads to the impermanent self. Ignorance leads to the originations, Saṅkhāra, ultimately cause of human suffering. So ignorance leads to the origination of the Saṅkhāras. Okay. So what kind of Saṅkhāras can be here? The painful Saṅkhāras, right? Painful result. Okay. And ultimately causes human suffering, dukkha. The cessation of all Saṅkhāra. Okay. Sabba means all, Saṅkhāra means volition, okay, and Nirodha means cessation. Cessation of all such Saṅkhāras is synonyms with the Bodhi or Nirvana. So once we overcome all kind of bad, good, and what is left is a pure mind. It's awakening mind. You may thinking like, how can I eradicate all the good things, right? But they said that's true, because use the Dharma, as I said last time. The wholesome. I mean, the merits are things that help us to have the good rebirth, but that is not for the attain nirvana. With the meritorial activities, we are born in the fortunate place where we have opportunities to make wholesome, like especially the meditation, understand this reality and make ourselves free from samsara. So that's wholesome, kusala. To do that, we must have a fortunate life. If you do not have what we need, primary needs, a house, food, clothes, shelter, some medicine, some basic things. If we don't have, do you think we can think about the nirvana? No. We will suffer. We will suffer a lot about. If I don't have, if I'm suffering with the hunger, how can I think about even dharma? No. This is Buddha says, sabbe satta ahara tipika. The first thing is that there is one teaching where Buddha was talking that first thing is the ahara, the food. You need it for your body. You take care of this body. So we need to take care of this body. We need to be mindful about this body, but we should not attach to this body. This body is the boat. This body is the flight. This body is the ferry. This body is the MTR to go from distance to distance. But make it a very good use of it. Make the body good use. I mean, use this in a good ways. So that's why I said Buddha said Dharma, even what the Buddha said, all this teaching, use it, but don't cling to it. Don't cling to it. So it's not me. Dhammaya pahata. But what the Buddha said is that at the end, when the time comes, even you must let go even with all dharmas. Just like, okay, once you cross the river, do you carry the ferry with you? Once you go exceed the MTR station, do you think you need to carry the MTR with you? No, right? The same things. So use it properly, mindfully, in a good ways, but don't attach to it. Well, same things. Our health, wealth, relationship, all the things that whatever we have, when the money, position, All things. Use it for the good purpose, but don't clinging to it. So, I mean, what usually happen is that we clinging to it. That's why. Uh, First of all, I want this. Okay, I got it. I don't want it to change. For example, okay, I got this one. For example, okay, I wanted this one camera. I got it, and I want this one every day. It looks like very new. Cannot be any change. Cannot be anything. Seven nobody can touch this. Okay, if somebody hey, don't touch this, I will let us try. That was look like when we buy a mobile phone at the beginning. Wow, very 2 times, 3 times. But after some times, yeah. So what we want is actually, I mean, we want keep it as it is every day. But the nature of it actually not like that. It's change, it's damage, and we don't want to accept that changing, and we are suffering. So that's why first of all, I want it. I want this thing continue as it is, as I want. But when the things are changed, I try my best in another way to somehow get it, but still I can't get it. Then I suffer it, and sometimes we die with it. I remember when I was studying, I was looking for actually what are the suttas, but I remember my teachers was teaching me these suttas like this. When the people used to, I mean, they have the desire to get, okay, they have the got money, position, power, and they want to continue it, okay, having more continue it, increasing their wealth. They're working hard, and they are said, oh, it can't be like that, and sometimes they are, and again they are use it for many purpose things, at least think, I mean, so, okay, then, so they don't stop there. They want to show that I'm the rich person. I have the power, I have the money, I have the wealth. There's people who want to show it. I mean, this is what happening right in the world. Why the people are suffering today is because of desire for power, right? It's a power, want to be the best one. So then they are not having the power, position, money is not enough. People should know that I have it. There's a desire. There's a desire. Then, okay, somehow people know, oh, yes, you are rich man, you are powerful, you are knowledgeable person, this and that. That is not enough there. He want to continue his that. And he want to people order, make this and that. But at some point, he is, oh, I cannot continue this as I want. There's a lots of suffering. And again, what they do is like sometimes make some merits here. Make some merits to think like I will get the same things in the future life. I will born a good life. There's a kind of desire. Giving is always good, but it should be in a wholesome way. I'm receiving not to get, but to reduce my craving, reduce my desire. I giving not to, I mean, the action of giving, its result is, of course, is the merits. You will get it in samsara. That is the whether you wish or not. According to Buddha's teaching, the karma is the karma and karma is phala. So you will get what you give, okay, and you will face that result of that good activities. But if you make a wish, I don't know, maybe it's not happening here because of some of the good understanding. But many traditional people, we see actually people make a wish. So what happens is that when you make a wish, like, okay, because by the power of this, may I have this and that, this and that. So for example, some people actually offer the flowers to the Buddha. They are thinking, okay, because the flower offering, I may become the beauty, handsome, good looking, like that, right? But what the offering the flowers means. So we have actually one stance offering the flowers to the Buddha. It's called the Vannagandha Gunopetang Etang Kusma Santati Pujayami Munindassa Siddhipada Sarore Pujayin Buddhang Kusumanena Punyena Metena Labhavi Mokka Puppa Milayati Ataidame Kayutatayati Vinasa Bhava. So the means of this, that this flower is It's very good. It's good smell. I mean, it's fragrant. It's very nice, good, and very. It's a colorful. It's beauty. The fresh. So I'm offering these flowers to the Buddha. Okay. It's a, as a result of this, may I understand the reality. So what is the reality? It says these fresh flowers become impermanence. It become the, it will die. It will be, after sometimes it's make some bad smell again. So may I understand the reality of my body, same like that. So this is the understanding. So actually, we offering the flowers to the Buddha to reflect the impermanency. And once we understand the impermanency, actually we accept who we are. That is enough actually to be happy. And of course, offering the flowers, we have many stories, even we have many consequences that with the good looking, the pleasant looking, there is also things offering something decoration for the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. There is, of course, that is whether you wish or not wish, you will get it. But on top of that, if you make an unnecessary wish, okay, by the power of this blah 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 blah, then actually there is a kind of small desires there. So instead of same like offering, I'm offering this to reduce my craving, desire, okay, attachment. Okay, so at least little by little. During the Buddha's time, there was a person, okay, who really who saw many people offering to the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, and they are enjoying the life very good, very nice. But this king, so he really want to enjoy giving, but his mind is not ready to give it. He always have a kind of attachment. So he directly went to the Buddha. He said, "Venerable Sir, I really see how people are happy giving. I really want to give it, but I don't know, somehow I cannot give. I have a lots of things, but..." So he was very honest to the Buddha. He went to the Buddha was asking, okay, and Buddha was asking, okay, this thing, that thing, the house, and okay, how do you think the cupboards, the chair, this thing, that things? Then he have always a kind of perception importance of that things in that particular house. It's like, no, Venerable Sir, that flower vase is very classical. This should be there. How about these things? Oh no, this I got from my parents, so I should take it there. Then looking like that, actually there is nothing that's not important to him. So everything is very important to him. So Buddha realized actually he have perception, idea, attachment to each and everything, even his wealth. So Buddha then he said, okay, how about in the kitchen, the ash rice, the cooking, the ash, is ash, right? He said, do you need those things? I have nothing to do with that things. And he said, okay. Then Buddha gave a suggestion. He said, okay, this ash is good for the trees. I heard, good for as a fertilizer, right? So you you bring it and put somewhere the root of the trees. And he did so. He's a king, you see. And the good thing is that he's very like how to say, the open, and he's ready to change. Then in the early morning before others wake up, because this is something he realized what is his weakness. He talked with the Buddha, he got the answer. He's trying to overcome that, right? So, but he cannot tell the people what's wrong with him, right? So early morning before others wake up, he go to the kitchen, he take those and everywhere, blah blah blah. He take it, and very far away he go early morning and put it there, and he come back and again like as a king. So he was doing like this few times. He was thinking, okay, I'm doing like this, but I have a lot. I don't need to do this. Let me do something. Then he start to giving some free food for the servant at the home. He said, okay, you people, no problem, just take some food free. Okay. And after some, I have a lot this and why I'm just not enough food. Okay, let me also take care of their families. They was taking care of family. And then he offered everything because he then realized the happiness, the joy in this offering, and joy in the so-called the detachment. So there's a people like that. There's many people we can see in the history. Even I met many people that who really had difficulties even doing the meditation, reading Dharma, joining the Dharma class. Even the Dharma class also like that. I mean, once we don't come, we don't know. But once we go, once we learn little by little, then we make an interest in it. We should make a link with it and we should continue it. At the end, you will see you cannot live without Dharma. But that until we come in that automatic level, we must push ourselves. We must push ourselves. Yes, it's time to sleep. It's a good day to have a rest. But remember, yes, resting was important, but in the same time, this was important. Dharma was important. So you have to push yourself. You have to identify what is our weakness. What is my weakness? We don't have to tell it every people, but acknowledge yourself. Okay, these are the weaknesses, these and that. So I will work on that. It's good, very nice. So even the learning, even the meditation is like that. There are many stories where some had difficulties to begin this meditation. But once they are started, they cannot live without meditation. There are people, do you know there are people who do meditation 2-3 hours a day and continuously. There was one situation, one Upasika, she is from Spain, she is living in Australia. She sent me this much of pictures, printed pictures, few years back. She do the meditation like 2-3 hours outside the garden, and sometimes she sees some like this and that, some take pictures, and how dedicated. I just want to say how dedicated she is. She was, also she is still there, and I think around 80 years or something like that. Yes, and she did the pictures and the all clean it, and she sent me this all pictures, printed pictures to Sri Lanka. So what I want to say is that there are people who really dedicate for that because they know the test of it. And they know the test of it. Okay, I mean the joy in that. So we have something. Is it this one? Yeah. This is the two suttas link. So in your free time you can go through it. Okay, I will in Saṅkhāra Sutta. So this is also same thing. It's like okay, here I will say like anicca-vata sankhara. Can you see? So this is very important. Always we see anicca-vata sankhara. That means sankhara. Okay, sankharas vata indeed definitely anicca. Okay, this is the meaning. So another one is like avijja-paccaya sankhara, as you know now already. So I think we have nothing to do here. We already know this. So I will go. Yes, this is the things. According to the Vibhanga Pali, okay, there is one suttas. According to that, sankhara divided into. They have two folders. Okay, one folders. There is 3 categorizations. Okay, for example, you see punya. Can you read? Punya bi sankhara. Let it again. Punya bi sankhara. The next one is apunya bi sankhara. The next one is anenya ja bi sankhara. So these are one categories. Okay, these one categories. And the other category is kaya sankhara. Vachi sankhara, chitta sankhara. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? Punya sankhara, you already know formations. So let's take here the formations. Punya means merits, meritorious formation. That means meritorious activities. Okay, the action we do, the thing we think, the words we say, which are belongs to punya, merits or holds good things. Okay, positive. They are called meritorious formation. That means when I do some good things, say good words, do the good, say the good word, think the good things, is formed as a sankhara. And that Saṅkhāra belong to which category? This Puññābhi Saṅkhāra, meritorious formations. Okay. In the same time, there is called Puñña, Apuññābhi Saṅkhāra, demeritorious formations. So all the unwholesome thoughts, negative, the way of negative words, negative actions belongs to Apuññābhi Saṅkhāra. Then Aniñña Jābhi Saṅkhāra, that means unshakable formations. Okay. And so Kaya Saṅkhāra, actually we have here, we have also two main modes of classification. There are two systematic way of classify. So moral quality, okay. So moral quality, assuming the moral quality. So Puññābhi Saṅkhāra, as we said, Puññābhi Saṅkhāra. Oh, you don't have the here words. Okay. As you said, the Puññābhi Saṅkhāra, there is the good things, and this is the unwholesome thing. This is the like unshakable. And the Kaya Saṅkhāra means, let me see. Yes, bodily action. Okay, bodily volitional action, and verbal volitional action, and mental volitional action. Okay, all these are considered Saṅkhāra. Okay, that arise due to avidya. But you cannot read these words, right? The Sri Lankan, Sri Sinhala words. Actually, to this I have to go through. I'm reading now big books, so I'm collecting many information from there. So let's see the Puññābhi Saṅkhāra. What does it mean? Okay, wholesome volition. Okay, and now why we don't say the here action? Because actually it should be like this. This come first. Okay, let's take from the. We are here from the past, no? Before we were there, in the samsara, today here. So that's why we talking this here, in the first category here. But if you want, you also can look like from this category. If we take from here to future, okay, as we do you remember we said conditioned things for the present and conditioned things will be caused for the future. So this will be instrumental of action will be the cause for the future. Okay, so this is what is now and will continue. Okay, that means in other way this category will be added here. So these are something like going. This is like going, and we are stopped in this human life, and we are doing this one. So okay, we are doing this. So now are we going to add the wholesome thing or unwholesome thing? That is up to us. And if we add the wholesome thing and make this wholesome meritorious activities more powerful, then our Saṅkhāra will be reduced. Means wholesome Saṅkhāra. Okay. It will take some exercise. It's quite okay. Okay, the Puññābhi Saṅkhāra means wholesome volition. Okay, that's why it's a volitions. Okay, so maybe next one is a volitional action. We will see the another one. So wholesome volitions related to the generosity, dana, morality, sila, and meditation, bhavana, including both sensual and form sphere wholesome intentions. So there is like Rupa, Arupa, there is another category, it's like the divine beings, okay? So there is another Kama Loka and Arupa Loka, okay? Kama Vachara, Arupa Vachara, yes. Apuññābhi Saṅkhāra is wholesome volitions in the sensual realms. So it is only the Kama Vachara, Akusala, Chetana. Kama Vachara means sensual realms, Akusala means unwholesome, Chetana means intention. Intention belongs to the unwholesome, intention belongs to sensual realms. Okay, and that will be apunya. That means what? Unwholesome activities, right? It is unwholesome, and we are doing is from this sensual realms. Okay, So another one is, next one is unwholesome volition in the formless sphere. Arupa, Vachana, Kuchala, Setana signifies the mental state that's unshakable or unmoved. So there is another thing is Arupa Vachara, formless. So there is that you may have tried to understand what is this means, Kama Vachara and Arupa Vachara. That's why I give the Pali terms. So if you actually type this, you will find more. So because there is a like human, the realms are they're divided, okay, as a form or the formless and sensual beings, something like that. So again, here that means like Anenjaya means actually is unshakable, immovable, formless. Rupa Vachara are the close to the obstacle to the concentration. Okay, in the construct, formless, wholesome state, Arupa Vachara are the far moved to the sensual disturbance are not easily disturbed by any defilements. Okay. So it is because, why Arupa Vachara is because once we are developed our mind in a jhanic level, there is a state where we will born in like formless sphere. And the lifetime is so long, maybe sometimes many Buddha will come, appears and teach them, they will go, but you will not overcome from there. You will still remain there. And maybe you will again born in the when there's no Buddhas. So there's the dangerous things. There's a dangerous thing, kind of dangerous thing. So that's why if you really develop your mind and jhana, it should be the enlightened level. Go more there. Don't stick with the jhana, and don't enjoy in jhana. Unfortunately, most of the people, when they do the meditation, they are so happy with such kind of jhana, they are attached to it. Actually, this jhana is something like the byproduct. Like the result of on the way to there, something like on the way to enlightenment. So. Okay, after this we will finish, or we will, yeah. So, Kaya Saṅkhāra, wholesome or unwholesome intention that used the body as a means to act. Okay? So, it can be the offering flowers or killing an animals, both use the body as an instrument. Okay? So, you perform some action using your body, killing, offering. Right? This physical actions are there. If you just mentally want to kill you, it's nothing happen. You think, you take an action. So you take action with the physical body. Okay? So whatever the formation or saṅkhāra or action we perform with using our physical body, that is belongs to kaya. Kaya means here body. So whatever the saṅkhāra volitions, okay, belongs to the perform with this body is called the Kaya Saṅkhāra. So now what we have to do is, that means, so if we want have a good saṅkhāra, what we need to do? We need to do the good things, wholesome things. Okay? Yeah. Vaci saṅkhāra, volitional actions. Vaci means verbal. Okay? Verbal actions. So volitional action performed through the speech. So speaking kindly or harshly. Okay, so you use the words, okay, use the words, and whatever we say, that will become our karma, and karma will become our saṅkhāra. So what kind of karma do you want to perform, and which part of the karma you want to add to your saṅkhāra? Okay. Yeah. And chitta means here mind. Okay. So volitional action performed purely by the mind or without relying on body, on speech, loving kindness and hatred. I hate you. Do I have to speak my hands? Do I need to use words? Even I can think, I can't see you. Then mentally we hate people. Also, again, as I said, like, we also can, how we use our mind, capacity, ability to think is up to us. You can use it for the good purpose, to practice loving kindness, being kind to the people, or you also hatred. So these are, you don't have to make to perform this kind of actions or to increase this kind of volitions. You don't have to go for like so-called the bachi or kaya. Okay, is it clear? Okay. This is the same, you can understand. Okay, here I think this is a kushala. We will talk about the nature of Viññāṇa, but I want to bring you here a little bit here. Okay, when you go home, yeah, try to see this. So you already know. Okay, these are the you also know. Okay, Saṅkhāra as a conditions. Okay, Saṅkhāra as a conditional phenomena, as we discussed in Saṅkhāra, and also Saṅkhāra as a in the link or dependent originations. Okay, I mean the appearance of Saṅkhāra. Okay, and you will see Saṅkhāra as a fourth aggregate in the five aggregate. Okay, Rupa, Vedana, Saññā, Saṅkhāra. Rupa means form, Vedana feelings, Saññā perception, and Saṅkhāra. Okay, so what are the five aggregate? Form, feeling, perception, and mental formation and consciousness. Or Saṅkhāra also play important roles in these five aggregate. Okay, you can have a look. Yeah. And also, yeah, again, these all the same. Again, we discussed the marital activities. I just put two notes actually together. That's why you see the Kaya Saṅkhāra, same things we discuss. And this is the okay. There is sometimes this is important. I think there are sometimes the two words coming is like the Ayu Saṅkhāra, Bhava Saṅkhāra, volitional activity that carries potential for the rebirth. Okay, that means Ayu Saṅkhāra or Bhava Saṅkhāra. Okay, Ayu means age, or like Ayu means like the eon, like something like lifetime. You can say the lifetime. Saṅkhāra. Bhava means also like the becoming. So this Saṅkhāra is called volitional activity that carries the potential for the rebirths. Okay, extinguished with the enlightenment. So, and yes, so all this will be extinguished, be vanished once we are the enlightened. Okay, until we enlightened. So in a very short form like this, if you think the present moment, okay, just I'm here, so whatever I say, whatever I think, whatever I do is become action, right? It can be the wholesome action, it can be the unwholesome action, and this wholesome and unwholesome action will be a part of Saṅkhāra, okay, which is going from birth to birth. And so now, once we have all this, either the good or bad, the potential, it means good with the goods, we will have the good fortune life. With the bad, we have the unfortunate life. So both are continuation of samsara. So when we understand this reality and make our mind or life free from suffering through the meditation, by understanding the reality, that will be the end of continuation of that Saṅkhāra. So that is called the Ayu Saṅkhāra. Okay, then so I means potentiality to rebirth again and again. It can be anywhere, as we said. There is like the heavens, can the hells, can the the human world, can the animal world, wherever it is. But still we are born, we are becoming. So it will stop once we are enlightened. Okay, in order to do that, we have to understand. We have to train our mind, understand this reality. It's not just someone says, okay, I read a lot, I do a lot. The next what? There is nothing called next what. The moment you, keep trying, keep developing your mind. Once it developed, even that question will not arise. The question will not, because you already realized. You will realize. You will not have like argument, discussion about it. So until we understand that, yes, we have we are not sure, as we say, ignorance. We're not sure what will happen. Yeah. So just go through it. So I will wind up this thing here, but I really wanted to talk about a little bit meditation. Do you want to have a short break now and come, and maybe we will talk a little bit about the Vipassana meditation, then we continue meditation, or you want to have it now? Maybe let me finish within few minutes, then we'll go for it. Okay. Seeing the world is called the seeing, right? I see it. So in the Pali word, that is called the dasana. Okay, dasana. I think dasana. Yeah, you can see this word is called. So this is a long words, but so dasana. But when you see that is more clearly, that is called the vipassana. Looking the phenomena especially clearly as it is. So vipassana. So the people who meditate to see the thing as it is, that is called the vipassana meditations. So in the vipassana meditation, observing the things as it is instead of as things appears to this physical eye. Like we will see the change, impermanence behind all the things happening. The five aggregate as their real natures, as we said, impermanence, suffering, and change is not sad. That's what the reality. See. And the people who do the meditation, okay, sometimes the people who do the meditation, they are called the, the bhavana. There are also one terms, the yoga, the yoga terms, some kind of meditation, or some kind of practice. So the people who have practiced, they are called the yogi. Okay, so here this is something different from that. This is not only just the so-called the physical exercise or mental. This is not only just relaxation. It's go beyond that. Vipassana meditation is not to relax, but to see the things as it is. Okay, yeah, and. Another thing is, okay, how do you, so anyone who would like to do this meditation, there should have a kind of, a regular time for that. Because if you just stop somewhere, like doing this kind of meditation, okay, I will do whenever I have the time, doing everything. I do everything. If I had time, I will do the meditation. If you go that, it can't work. There should be a particular time, at least 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, like that. And of course, it says like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you get nothing. As I said, doing meditation to close the eye, and there's a lots of a struggle we go through with our mind, this and then, body adjusting, just take some times. So keep all those time for that. At least it should be more than something, say 30 minutes. If it is 1 hour, it's very good starting point. So you will see all the challenges. Within 1 hour, you will see many things will happen, many things will appear, and you have the more time to look at them clearly. Because if it is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just open and close the eyes, finished. So you cannot get it. And also the place. So if you, make something, a special arrangement for that. So place. So if you have a particular place, it's very good. If you cannot have, try to do it wherever you is suitable, okay? But if you can arrange a particular time, particular place, particular situation, environment is very nice. Also environment, also very important. Like you cannot do the Vipassana meditation everywhere. You can't do Vipassana meditation when you're eating. You can do it if you're really expert it. In other way, once your mind really concentrated and you really, able to concentrate your mind, that is okay. But for the beginning, it's very impossible. It's impossible. And also, don't talk about your meditations with just random people. If you say they are not understanding, they will say lots of words. It will harm you. So that's why always talk about the meditation, who do the meditation practice, or who can give you some guide. For example, if I talk with this and that something, if that person actually don't understand that, actually then I myself will be very busy with this and that. So that's not actually very good way. Yes, out of kindness, compassion, you can introduce, but and you should make that okay. This is the introduction, something to talking you. But if you telling what's happening during the meditation, this and that to the random people, actually you will be very busy to doing that. This is called for real practitioners, okay? And also, like the cleanness is very important because once we are aware, we may not feel any bad smell or bad sound, this and that. But once you sit down for the meditation, actually you will hear what we don't hear in the generally. We feel a smell, but we don't feel a smell in generally. So everything will be calmed and everything will be sensitive. Your senses are very opening now. So that's why make a good environment. Time, place, environment, situations. You need to be take care of this. Maybe I will send you, then you can go through it. Yeah, keep clean. Also your bodily, like physically, and and what else? So I start from your loving kindness meditations and talking. First of all, you can start with your meditation or loving kindness or breathing meditation, and then start to looking the phenomena as it is. Okay. So maybe we'll talk a little bit about this while we do. So let's take a short break, then we'll come to the for meditation. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.